Hmm. It's interesting. We just finished Wrestle Kingdom and New Year's Dash. Now we have the first event from Impact Wrestling. I know people give it a lot of slack, especially when it goes to never most people don't even know. But again, I support wrestling both big and small, and I actually like a few of these wrestlers. Now that we have the full card, why not? I may not be able to watch tomorrow because I'm broke, but I certainly will try and watch before the next Impact because again, I just enjoy wrestling. Let's break it down. Hello there. Now I'm just a simple man, and my name is Noah Foster. Tonight, I decided to break down, as part of my evolution of my channel towards putting up more prediction videos, I decided to break down Impact Wrestling's first pay-per-view of 2019, Homecoming, which really is interesting because it goes all the way back to where Impact started, the Asylum. So we got 8 high-caliber matches here, and I thought I'd just share my thoughts. So let's see what we got, and let's kick it off, shall we? So the first match I see here is Eli Drake versus Abyss in Abyss's specialty, a Monsters Ball match. Oh boy. Abyss has had some interesting history with Monster Ball matches, that's for sure. And then you have Eli Drake, who's saying, I'm the last of a breed. This company is too dangerous. I'm going to restore it. I'm going to make it safer. He's already taken out Joseph Park. He's already taken out Tommy Dreamer, though Tommy Dreamer had a friend come back to this previous episode in Raven to help him out. Now, whether or not those two would come into play for this match, well, that all remains to be seen. So, I have to admit, I think that, because remember, I've seen the Biz Hall of Fame speech. Congrats to him, by the way. Talking about reach out, look for the other guy, and push him to that next level. I think the winner in this match is going to be Eli Drake. And whether or not I'm a dummy, I'll let you all decide that, okay? But if I am, so be it. But my pick for this match is Eli Drake, and maybe it'll lead to him going into the championship picture again, which of course we'll talk about later. Let's keep going. So next we have, hey, this is kind of getting ridiculous. Next we have Eddie Edwards versus Moose. I believe for the 4th time now? You know for a doubt Eddie Edwards is going to have that candlestick with him. Eddie is trying to basically be this generation's Tommy Dreamer. Ergo, Tommy Dreamer gave him the rub. I'm just going to keep it short and simple here and say that I feel like Eddie has to win this one, and hopefully it closes this feud. It's been a great story. I thought the Asylum angle was really interesting, and the fact they're in a venue called the Asylum, it literally gives to me the favor for Eddie Edwards to win this. So I'm just going to say that Eddie Edwards wins this, and we move on, hopefully. Maybe we'll develop some sort of mixed tag team storyline. Maybe Moose will have like a female partner come after his wife, and then we'll get mixed tag matches. But honestly, Moose and Eddie need to move on, and I hope Eddie wins this one. So next, we have Sami Callihan versus Willie Mack. OVE, Ohio takes over everything. Everything. Everything! I'm sorry. I gotta represent my boys. I'm from Ohio, to Ohio. Anyway, I feel like Sami has to win this. He has all the momentum in the world. I see him being actually, if not Eli Drake, the next contender for the Impact World Heavyweight Championship. I'm just going to keep it short here and say that Willie Mack's going to lose. It might develop into a breakdown between him and Rich Swann. We might get a feel of those two. Willie Mack, though, incredible athlete. If you haven't looked at Lucha Underground, go look at some of his matches. The things he can do is amazing. By the way, big fan of Lucha Underground. I hope they do come back for a 5th season. So with this, I'm going to say that Sami Callihan wins here. It wouldn't surprise me if he tries using like a baseball bat either. The guy's a freaking psychopath. I love it. Let's see. Let's talk about Ultimate X. Ultimate X is one of the biggest staples of the foundation of TNA. Oops, sorry. Impact Wrestling in general. It has produced so many incredible moments, so many awesome matches, and so many great champions that went on to bigger and better things too. Ergo option C. Thank you, Austin Aries, and I hope you're doing well with whatever you're doing. So let's see who we got here. We have Rich Swann, the All-Eagle Ethan Page. We have Chris, Dave Chris, I believe his name is. I might be getting it wrong. It's probably the other Chris. And then you have, oh, Trey. I forgot about this guy. Well, let's see. Rich Swann recently debuted for Impact Wrestling. He's had great matches with Petey Williams. Rich Swann says he wants to be the champ. He wants to push the X Division into the stratosphere. But then again, you have All-Eagle Ethan Page, who had his third eye open, apparently, and the rub from Matt Sydal, the former Ethan Bourne from WWE. Looking at this match, but I also like OVE. Of course, I like the other Chris, the one that tries out like Sammy, better than this one. That's just my opinion. But looking at this match, seeing what it could go down further as, I'm going to go with Ethan Page on this one because it'll be interesting to see him win, go back to his teacher, Matt Sydal, and show him this title. And then we'll see how that develops. We might see those two going after each other for the title. Or we might see Matt trying to push Ethan. It might become like a manager-superstar relationship, which to me it already kind of feels like it has. So I'm going to go with Page on this one to become the new X Division champion. Alright. So this match literally just got added because of the events from this past Impact. For those of you who don't know, I'm a huge fan of Allie. I've been a fan of her since her time in Smash Wrestling, under the Eagle Cherry Bomb, where we got the Slayer vs. Demon feud. By the way, if you haven't seen that, great DVD, great matches. I like this Dark Alley because it adds an interesting new dynamic to her character. I also think the whole Su Yung Dark Alley pairing is very interesting. I did not see Jordan Grace coming into this, though. That was unexpected. However, with Rosemary still tentatively injured, I believe, you had to get some sort of fill in her somehow. I still believe this is going to degrade into a dark war. I am a hiveling. We are hearing. And I know that we are watching. But, anyway, I'm going way out here. By the way, if you haven't seen Into the Multiverse, check it out. Ours World, great channel, great series, fun. You see all alter egos of Courtney Rush, Rosemary, Allie, and Cherry Bomb come into play, as well as some other fun characters you may know from Impact Wrestling and Rise. So if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. But anyway, seeing how I know this Dark War is coming, seeing how I know we're going to build momentum, seeing how I know that Kiera Hogan already lost to Allie, we already got the big one-on-one, which I thought was a fun match too. I am going to say that, because I don't know how long Rosemary's going to be out, nor do I know the next pay-per-view, I'm actually going to give it to Jordan Grace and Kiera Hogan. I could see this thing continuing. So, how it is going to continue, I could see it degrading into Jordan Grace versus Ali one-on-one, or even Kiera versus Su Yung one-on-one, because we all know Kiera wants to try and get back the bunny. The original bunny, Allie, who entered the Undead Realm. Crazy angle, by the way. I love the video effects. So, I'm going to say that Kiera Hogan and Jordan Grace are going to win this match, especially after the feat of strength and the angle we saw Thursday night. Go ahead and watch back last week's, this past Impact episode. It was really good. So, that's my pick for that one. Alright, I believe we have 3 matches left, and they are the championship matches. Let's look at what is sure to be an interesting match with incredible high, fast-paced action, risk, and maneuvers between the current champs, LAX versus the combination of Phoenix and Pentagon Dark, the Lucha Brothers, Stilo, Miedo. So, there's mutual respect between both of these teams. We know what Phoenix and Pentagon are capable of. Then again, LAX, they recently finally closed the book on that whole story with the original OGs, which I thought brought some great matches in themselves. That whole New York one, though, where they had the ring exposed and it was a game of Jenga, though, that was a little bit bizarre. At least nobody truly got hurt or stuck in between the boards. Yeesh, that would have been terrible. But looking at this, seeing how Conan could play into this too, because Conan already talked about how this can affect friendships and the future of both these teams. I'm going to go with the Lucha Brothers on this one. They're an extremely hot commodity. We've already seen LAX. We've seen what they can do with the titles. I want to see what the Lucha Brothers can do. I feel that's going to be very interesting. It could lead to LAX turning heel. It could lead to Conan turning on LAX. There's so much possibility here. They also got a great hot tag division, I feel, in Impact, with other teams that could go after these guys. The Rascals is my first example towards that. So I'm going to say that the Lucha Brothers are going to win this match, and we can expect some crazy high-flying stunts from Phoenix for sure. And Pentagon's probably going to break someone's arm. If I have to guess who, maybe Santana, but that's just my guess. But I'm going with Lucha Brothers to become the new Impact Wrestling Tag Team Champions of the world. Which leads us now to the last two matches, the main two. Tessa Blanchard versus Taya Valkyrie. With special guest referee, Impact Wrestling Hall of Famer and former champion, Gail Kim. This match I'm extremely looking forward to, considering their first bout, and we saw how that ended. Well, now, Gail Kim, she's no nonsense. I don't see her playing favorites. I don't see her being intimidated. If anyone's going to try anything, it's going to be Tessa, and it could end up biting her. Looking at this match, though, and her husband is the champion, would you consider both of these guys coming out as champs by the end of the night? I don't. I see Tessa Blanchard as one of the hottest top talents in Impact Wrestling going today. She certainly has earned her keep as champion. I missed her from WWE's first Mae Young Classic performance against, what was it? Was it Kairi Sane, I believe? Yes, it was Kairi Sane. And she has come in an incredible way. And look at what she's done with her career. She had an awesome showing in All In, and she is the top woman right now in the Impact Women's division, in my opinion. So, seeing how we need to develop a new opponent, probably, I can see this being the last time Taya and Tessa go after each other for a moment. I am going to say that Tessa's going to retain this title. There's probably going to be a little bit of shenanigans involved. Maybe Gail Kim will get knocked down. We'll get another ref in there that Tessa will intimidate. But I just see it becoming fair and square finish by the end, and I see Tessa retaining. I don't see her using championship vengeance either. I already know Gail Kim's not going to allow that. I'm going to say that Tessa Blanchard is going to retain the title here. Which leads us to our last match, and most likely the main event. Johnny Impact versus Brian Cage, the effing machine. It's interesting how this got built because Brian Cage chose to use option C after retaining his title against Sami Callihan. Johnny Impact, he won the title off Austin Aries back at Bound for Glory and has already had amazing defenses against Phoenix and Killer Kross. This match could go either way. We saw how they exploded this past Thursday. We also know Killer Kross will be lurking. He will not be far behind. Now, whether or not Johnny Impact goes heel or Killer Kross plays to the finish, I have to say that I see Johnny Impact retaining the title. I see Johnny Impact versus Brian Cage going a little longer. I see this only being the first chapter. And with Killer Kross, there's no telling what can happen. I'm sure there will be a little bit of confrontation and a little bit of dissension and indecision within Johnny Impact himself. He's acting like this all-time babyface, the champ willing to defend his title against anyone and anything the right way. I can see him turning heel, though. If you look at his past history, it wouldn't surprise me. And with Killer Kross by his side as like a lethal bodyguard, it could be something as unstoppable as Austin Aries in his trio war for a little while. So, to close the show out, I'm going to say Johnny Impact retains the title. So, to conclude my predictions again, Johnny Impact retains, Tessa Blanchard retains, Ethan Page becomes Ultimate X Champion, the Lucha Brothers win the tag team titles, Sami Callihan beats Willie Mack, Eddie Edwards beats Moose, Eli Drake beats Abyss, and Kiera and Grace beat Ali and Sue. There's our 8 matches, folks. There is our Impact Homecoming card, and those are my predictions. It should be a fun show. I'm hoping for better things for Impact, even if they are looking at seeing this as being viewed towards a different demographic with them going to the Pursuit Network. But I feel like we're in for a fun time. And if you can, support them. Go watch the show. If you can't watch it live, watch it later. I'm sure all the events from this Sunday will play into the next episode this Thursday coming up. So, that's all I have. Let me know what you think. Comment with your predictions and let me know your thoughts on mine. Share, comment, subscribe, be friendly. Let's keep bringing each other up. Support your wrestling outlets, both big and small. Let's grow this wrestling community together. Support NoDQdotcom for all the latest in wrestling news, humor, rumor, memes, and all forms of wrestling now, as we grow to expand beyond WWE with me and the rest of the team I'm part of, Team NoDQ, discussing New Japan Pro Wrestling and Ring of Honor down the line. Go check out our New Japan Pro Wrestling predictions and afterthoughts too on Wrestle Kingdom 13 and New Year's Dash on the NoDQ channel under Aaron with NoDQ. But if you want to follow me, look me up, NoDQ.com/Noah. That's my Twitter. This is my YouTube channel, Simple Noah. And I'll see you guys next time, where I'm sure to discuss with NoDQ NXT TakeOver UK Blackpool. We'll be doing predictions for that. And also the official NoDQ Predictions League, which I'll be taking part of again this year, will also be starting up soon. It'll be starting up come Royal Rumble weekend, which includes NXT TakeOver Phoenix and the Royal Rumble. And we will be doing both shows. So again, support NoDQ.com. Support your wrestling outlets, both big and small. Support Pro Wrestling Tees. Buy a t-shirt. They got a bunch of great shirts. Support your personality and brand. And as always, let's grow this wrestling community together. Simple as that. So, I'm just a simple man and a lifelong fan of wrestling. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching and listening. And with that, here's to wrestling in 2019, folks. It's sure to be an incredible year. Have a good night.